Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Golden Gloves Chat Show. This week we're going to talk about the amazing tournament that's happening this Saturday at Empress Palace, our first boxing tournament of the year, professional boxing tournament, back for battle, a fantastic tournament, 5 fantastic bouts brought to you by Golden Gloves, Super Sport, Empress Palace and Palace Bet. Let me talk to you about the battle. Cohen Ray fights Karabo Makobu in our first fight in a 6-round junior middleweight contest. He's been out for about a year and a half with Cohen Ray, a talented guy, but he's going to need to up his game if he wants to beat Karabo Makobu in the first fight of the night in a 6-round fight. Then, of course, the cruiserweight 10-rounder, the cruiserweight shootout, Keaton Gomes versus Lebo Mashitao. This is a rematch as well. This is important for both fighters. Both fighters are in the semi-final of the cruiserweight shootout. Keaton Gomes losing a close fight on points to Lebo in the last fight out. Lebo, I would say, needs to do the same thing if he needs to win. In and out, usual speed, outbox Keaton Gomes. Keaton Gomes, the bigger man trained by Peter Smith. He needs to jump on his man, use his power and his size if he wants to win that cruiserweight shootout. He's 6-1 with 4 KOs, and Lebo is 7-1 with 2 KOs. Then the next fight, the third fight, 4 at War, 3rd and 4th place, a junior middleweight contest between Rourke Knapp and Tristan Truter. It's a fantastic fight this. Both fighters have come off a loss, but they're both brilliant fighters. 9-1-1 is Rourke Knapp. 8-2 is Tristan Truter with 5 KOs. Rourke Knapp has 7 KOs. A brilliant fight this. I think Rourke Knapp needs to use that big right hand, come forward, use the right hand, use his power. Both are very good technical in and out. It's going to be an excellent fight. It's a 50-50 fight for me. Whoever wants it most will win the fight. Hard to tell who's going to win any of these fights on the big fight night on the 10th of October at Empress Palace. And then, of course, for the WBA Pan-African and IBF Africa title, 10-round fight, undefeated Jabulani McKenzie, who's 9-0, fights a man who's had 27 fights, Eddie Capia. Lots of experience, tough as teak, tough as nails is Eddie Capia. He's going to give Jabulani McKenzie a run for his money. Jabulani McKenzie, must know, is touted to be fighting on Lou DeBell Entertainment fights in America should he win this fight, and he's 9-0. He wants to keep that O record. So that's a fantastic fight in the welterweight division. Then the big one, I call it the big one, the 4 at War final. These two guys have beaten guys like Rourke Knapp and Tristan Truter by TKO and by KO. They need to win the final. They fight for the diamond ring created by 25 Quarter. That's one thing they fight for. Then they fight for the 4 at War final for the big 750,000 60-40 split. And then, of course, WBA Pan-African Junior Middleweight title fight is on the line as well. 6-0 is Boyd Allen, and Brandon Tace is 12-2-1. A fantastic fight. That fight, I would say, can go either way as well. I mean, it's very tough to choose. Brandon Tace lost a close points decision last time out. He started late. Boyd Allen started quick and won the early rounds, and Brandon Tace came on strong in the later rounds. And people weren't sure who won the fight. The judges obviously thought that Boyd had won. So another fantastic fight and a good fight, and it's a big fight on the night. Boyd Allen needs to be in and out, use his speed if he wants to win this fight. And of course, Brandon Tace must use his power and come forward, and he must try and win the fight that way. So a fantastic tournament. Watch it live. It's on Super Sport on Saturday night, the 10th of October, brought to you by Empress Palace, Golden Gloves, and Palace Bet. I'm Brian Mitchell. Thank you for watching.